Time for one of those update videos. Yes, that is correct. We are here answering some of the most insane questions, the most unknown occurrences known to man. In today's video, I'm going to provide some updates in the form of questions. Over here I have my phone. It's a really cool phone. It's an iPhone 16. And I've compiled a lot of questions. You see, people will message me on Discord. People will message me on Messenger. Those are the main two places. And, you know, this is like the side gig of all side gigs right now. So I don't really have time to answer questions. I don't. Like, I'm at the hundreds of unread messages at this point. It's stupid. But I do not forget. So I made a nice little list of questions I've gotten over the last couple months, and we're gonna pound them through right here. And I'm saving the big special one for the end. I don't know how far that's gonna be. It's not gonna be a long video, but I don't know if that's gonna be halfway through or 2/3 through or 9/10 through. I have no idea. So you better watch. If you have any more questions you want to ask me, let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Starting with question number 1, is Mario still alive? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that was a joke. Now we're gonna start with the real questions, like number 1. The Canada Post strike, Mario, what's going on? Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's slower. Basically, Canada Post is just going slower. So, it's not all over yet. The cards are still being sold, just very, very slowly. You can definitely feel a resistance in the card game world right now in Canada when it comes to certain card games, because less and less people want to spend money, because less and less people are in a place to spend money on card games, I guess. There's a whole lot of other factors within Canada going on right now that might be affecting that. Maybe a different video for a different day. But sales are still happening, and as far as the US goes, or anywhere else in the world, forget it. Like, no. Nope. If you're Canadian, you can still get cards from me. If you are not, I might make a special exception when EX9 comes out, because I might have extra booster boxes. Which reminds me of my next question. EX9, what do you think about it? Well, as I said a few days ago in a video, I'm not super impressed. I'm really not super impressed with the set. However, some people have shined the light on a couple cool things from the set that I will reveal when I do my set analysis video at some point, probably this week or next week. So, there is something cool on the horizon, I guess. That's nice. Next, Mario, did you see the Time Stranger special editions were sold out? Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I didn't buy any. I don't care. Don't care about that anymore. Not surprised. I didn't buy any myself. I'm just going to buy the game for Steam when it comes out, and that's it. That's the end of that. Cool. Mario, how's it going with the Pokemon going? Well, let me tell you. You know, I think I've, like, burned myself out of competitive anything, so to speak. At this moment in my life, I don't have the energy, the time, the patience, or the internal resources to really be competitive in any one particular thing right now. You know, 2.5 years ago, I want to say, now I made a video saying I'm done with competitive Digimon, and for the most part, pretty much kept up to that. Played a few events here and there, but nothing like I used to. Absolutely not. Burned out. Don't care. But that's really just my life right now. That's just, you know, like, I'm trying to retire in my 50s. And I want to make sure that all my resources are spent on that. And if I am having free time, I don't want to spend it playing Digimon cards. Really? I really don't. No. So Pokémon Go is a really great outlet for this right now, because it's not super competitive by any stretch of the imagination. You put in as much effort as you want to put into it, basically. And I got catching up to do. You know, I'm level 46 when I started 2 months ago. I started back up again 2 months ago. I was 41. Now I'm 46, almost 47. And lots to do. But the best thing about Pokemon Go will be the shiny hunting. Because a little soft dream of mine one day is I want to have a living shiny dex. One of every shiny Pokemon. And I've had this since I was a teenager, since the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald days. And conveniently, those are the games where you could actually start that dream, because you can connect things from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, or you were able to, I don't know if you can anymore, all the way up to now Pokemon Home. And I have some stuff there from back in the day. And I've just been building, and one day I'll complete that, and yeah. Pokemon Go's going well. Which leads me to my next question. You made a Pokemon channel a while back. Where did the effort go? Well, it turns out that starting a channel coming up to tax season in my field was just a stupid decision. Just dumb. Because I had no time. Like, I had the editor. I had the funds to pay the editor. That's not the problem. The problem was making the videos. Right? They have time to film the challenges, do whatever. So if the editor has nothing to edit, then there can't be any videos. So it's on hold for now anyway. Maybe indefinitely, but I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen with it. You know, if I'm really taking this Pokemon Go thing seriously, might my Pokemon Go on there? Or might just be a shiny hunting channel? I don't really know. Or it could be challenges. I just don't really know right now. You know, I'm still kind of busy, as mentioned by the trying to retire at 50 thing. So, a little bit hard. That's not Pokemon questions, though. We got a few questions to go, and they are pretty much Digimon related from here on out, which is pretty cool. Mario, do you think that the Digimon trading card game is still as skillless as your last opinions over it? Yes. Yes, I do. Nothing's changed. You either have decks... Okay. The good news is there's lots of variety. The bad news is it's not that much variety, in the sense that you either pick an OTK deck and you build your deck to OTK as fast as possible, in the most skill-list arranged way, or you play decks with these immovable boss monsters, like upcoming EX9 Machine Dramon, Alter S, Magna X, you know, shit like that, and you just say, do something about it, or I'm going to beat you. And that's Digimon right now. Yes, there's variety, there's many decks you can play, but they're all the same thing. It's all the same thing. And for me, that's not the kind of way I want to spend my life, my free time, just butting my head against the wall. Or making my playtest group butting their heads against the wall. It's very interesting. So, yeah, no. If I wanted to play a game with no no interaction and the try to stop me or I'm going to kill you next turn approach, I would just play Yu-Gi-Oh! I really would. Like, seriously. So, I still love Digimon, still love the people, still love the market. That's where it ends, though. Because the game itself, mechanically, pretty boring, pretty dry. Mario, I noticed that you stopped streaming Cyber Sleuth gameplay. What happened? I was grinding Cyber Sleuth, you know, to make the streaming content for it, and it just got so redundant and boring, and I decided to save all my energy for when Time Stranger comes out and just stream that, and hope that it carries me through. I do my best. I am going to stream it. I just don't know what that's going to look like. Which leads me to my final question, the big one. Mario, you haven't streamed. I'm compiling a bunch of questions because they're all like the same thing. They all go to the same place. Mario, you're really not streaming anymore. Mario, you're didn't make any videos Saturday, Sunday. I had a lot of messages about that. Mario, where's the podcast you've been talking about? So, okay, here's what's going on with the content. Right now, I have no intentions of streaming anything. Period. Not yet. We're not there yet. I'm just cooling off for now. The podcast is on hold until I see what happens with the digital client, because that excites me. So when that comes out, one of 4 things is going to happen. Either my channel's identity, which will include the Twitch, will become basically either market watches or it's online client gameplay, 7 videos a week, really milking that. That into the Twitch streams and the YouTube streams maybe. That's number 1. Number two is my intention is to do that. I try to do that, but then the game progresses way too quickly and I just get bored out of my skull and I just say, fuck it. And then if that happens, that branches out into two paths. At that point, I will consider doing the podcast, depending on where the game is at the time. Or I'm just going to say, finished. Done. Because if that online client cannot save Digimon for me, nothing will. And, you know, I'm 32, maybe 33 in a month. I'm getting old. You know, I don't have time anymore to bang my head against the wall. Bandai is that wall. Now, I'm willing for my expectations from now until the online client comes out to be completely surpassed. Maybe Bandai does the unthinkable, like regional events to travel to every weekend that are somewhat manageable, like a better game. I don't even know what, but I'm putting it all on this online client because that's, for me, the only thing left that interests me, besides the market and the people. And we're going to see what happens. And if the online client pans through and it's enjoyable, then there probably won't be a podcast. If it doesn't pan through, there might be a podcast, and I might just do that for 5 days a week and call it a thing. And if that just doesn't excite me anymore, we're done. Game over. Finished. And then, as per this, no video Saturday, Sunday, I'm doing something I should have done a long time ago. I'm taking my Saturdays and Sundays for myself. No more videos on Saturday or Sunday. That means no more Market Watch on Saturday. For now. If cataclysmic events occur, and it would be stupid not to make a video about it, I will make a video about it. But that is it. That would be the only exception to the rule. I'm going to spend my weekends doing things for me. And that's just the way it is. That's how I'm choosing to be healthy. And the very last question that I forgot, not really a serious one, but it's a serious one, I guess. I don't know. Mario, you have a girlfriend yet? No, I do not. No. So if you're interested for some reason, whoever asked that, well, I'm open. I don't know. Or if you know anyone that's into a Canadian accountant / card guru / gamer / Italian / I don't know. Me! Who? Okay. Big update video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you do have any more questions or anything you want to say, please, please, please let me know in the comments what you think. And that'll do it. Bye!